All right, so what is happening with this case?
I believe the first issue was whether or not the defendant, he didn't want me to represent him, he wanted to represent the court.
Okay.
And I have a hearing on that.
Okay.
And the other one was the compliance hearing on discovery.
All right, so we'll take up are you still saying that you don't want this attorney representing you?
Your Honor, at this time, I haven't even been shown any of my discovery or anything that's
Nope,
going
that's
on.
not my question.
No,
And see,
I
here's
would rather represent myself. Your
all right,
Honor,
so
yes.
here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. And then, of course, you can do whatever you want to do. A lot of people believe that attorneys, like anybody can be an attorney. And I don't know. I think we all just go to law school just because we're like, hey, let's go to law school and get law school loans over $100,000. But guess what? We can just go out and without a law license, represent people. Here's the thing about representing yourself. If you want to do that, then you can do it. But guess what? Nobody's helping you. Don't come to me asking me how to get evidence in. Don't come to me acting as though I'm going to be your, attorney to make sure that that you know what the rules are, because I'm not going to give you a crash course on the rules of evidence. I'm not giving you the crash course on how to get items submitted. I'm not giving you a crash course on how to get discovery. I'm not going to be doing any of that. That will be all on you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to go on the record. And I believe he has two cases. Court is calling 2022 CR 4824 and 2022 CR 4829, State of Texas versus Rolando Garza. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
For non-attorney of the defendant.
All right, and Mr. Garza, you wish to represent yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how far did you go in school?
I didn't graduate.
That's not my question. My question is, how far did you go in school?
For ninth grade, Your Honor.
All right, so you went to the ninth grade. Do you have any legal experience?
No, ma'am.
Have you read any law books?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you know anything about the Code of Criminal Procedure?
Somewhat, ma'am.
Do you know the rules of evidence?
Not extensively, but somewhat.
And so you have an attorney here to represent you. Are you still insisting on representing yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so counsel, he's going to be representing himself, but you can be, you'll stay on as standby counsel, but he is his own attorney now. All right,
Can I get a ruling on any of the motions I submitted in them?
you'll need to set those for a hearing, and those are the last
I have,
instructions that I will give you.
I
Ms.
put in
Ferguson,
for a
can we have
motion.
a date for a hearing on his pretrial motions?
For this month or next?
Let's do it next month. Oh, you know what? No, let's recall him back on Monday. We're gonna recall you on Monday, the 13th, and your motions will be heard.
Okay.
thank you, ma'am.
I printed out a copy for the file, but if you want, I still have it right here. Okay, yeah, I got them yesterday from.
Oh, sorry, Monday, the 12th.
Public safety place.
Thank you, Brenna.
That's why. I called yesterday and.
Your Honor, motion on the PR bond.
You will come back for your motions on the 12th.
She tell you that she just printed them out for me. No. No, she made.
All right, and we'll be back here on Monday at 9 a.m. Is there anything else?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. All right, court is calling 2022 CR 4824 and 2022 CR 4829, State of Texas versus Rolando Garza. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Defense?
Kylie Silver for the defense.
And are you Rolando Garza?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered pleas of guilty in cause number 2022 CR 4829 and a plea of guilty in cause number 2022 CR 4824 to count 3, which was an abandonment of a child count without intent to return. And in each cause number, you applied for deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI state?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No objections from defense.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargaining agreement, in 2022 CR 4829, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 18 months in the state jail facility. The state is opposing your application. And in cause number 2022 CR 4824, it's a cap of 8 years in the prison. And the state is opposing your application, and the cases are to run concurrent. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor. Just argument.
All right. The court will hear argument.
Your Honor, the state is asking, we are in opposition to any of his applications for deferred or probation in this matter. This is not a simple vehicle theft. This is not a simple abandoning child that we see very often, Your Honor. This individual, within moments on video, can be seen stealing a running vehicle with people standing right next to it and taking off. There, of course, was an infant in the back of the vehicle, and units were put out, multiple units were put out trying to find this infant. I believe the call came around 9 o'clock. Infant was not located until after midnight.
All right. Do you have the other trial court certification? I'm sorry, state, you may continue.
And the infant was located in the stolen vehicle. The vehicle was parked, the windows were down, and the infant was alone in 40-degree weather in February. The defendant was then located. He denied at first, but then ultimately did admit to stealing the vehicle and then learning that there was an infant inside and then leaving the infant there.
All right. Anything you want to say, Mr. Garza?
Your Honor, I made a very bad choice. I wish I could take it back. I can't.
Well, so
I've been-
here's my question for you. And if you want to speak, I'm going to swear you in. The state will have a chance to cross-examine you. I always read everything. I always read all of the stipulations. I understand that you took the car and I guess you decided, hey, let me at least give the baby some food. So you fed the baby and then you leave the baby. Who did you call to tell them, hey, this is where the car is located with the child in it? Did you call anybody?
Ma'am, I didn't have a phone at that time where I was going.
Well, did you knock on somebody's door? Or did you abandon this baby in a location where there were no other human beings around that you could have said, hey, I made a bad choice. I stole this vehicle. Here's the baby in the car. Did you do that? No. Did you contact somebody and say, this is where you can locate the baby? All right. And when you found out that there's a child in the vehicle, that you then drive to a location, because you said you didn't have a phone, did you drive to a location and say, hey, let me bring this child back. I stole this vehicle. Let me return this child. Did you do that?
No, I did not do that.
All right. And then the complainant is saying that she had just cashed her income tax money and had $4,100 in the vehicle. So did you, after you make this bad decision on your part, did you stop and say, you know what? There's a baby in this vehicle. Obviously, this mother has just cashed a check and maybe she needs that to clothe and feed her baby. Did you say, you know what? I'm going to leave this $4,100 alone. I'm going to call somebody or either drop this car off at the gas station with the baby in it, with the money in it, maybe wait for the police and say, I just made some bad decisions. Did you do that?
Ma'am, no, I didn't. I didn't see the money. I didn't search the car.
Well, somebody took the money. She doesn't have it.
And I take full responsibility because once again, that was something I did. I didn't see the money. I didn't have money on me. One thing I can do, Your Honor, is take responsibility for what I did. And I never meant for any child ever, but it was a bad decision.
But you meant to take a car that didn't belong to you.
I said responsibility for that, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, anything?
Yes, I have argument.
Okay.
Okay. So my client does understand he has made a bad choice, bad decision. He has made many in the past. We argue that it is, a cycle that we ask the court for assistance in breaking. Your Honor, in this court asks on a daily basis what is needed, if anything further is needed for the defendant to be successful. And we ask that you allow him the opportunity to be successful out in the community. The victim is asking for restitution. He would like the opportunity to work honestly for that restitution. I have certificates that I would like to present to Your Honor from the maintenance kind of work unit in the Bexar County Jail, as well as letters from, the individuals who run the program that
And here's you can walk around. Here's my question that I always have. Why does it take for people to be locked up in the jail or to go to prison to do right? Like, why must I have these certificates now? Why were there not certificates beforehand? And how old are you?
40 years old, Your Honor.
All right, you're 40 years old. So why wasn't there a certificate beforehand? Why were you not doing right beforehand? Why is it I'm at the Bexar County Jail, now I'm going to Bible study, now I'm doing education services, now I'm doing all of this and participating?
The only thing to say is, yes, there wasn't before, but I'm trying to work on myself now. I'm trying to work on myself now. I'm 40 years old.
And you have a lot of criminal history.
And I do, Your Honor, and I never tried to work on myself. I never did program before. I never tried to do any of that before.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you were on probation at some point. Did you just
2000
blow that off?
2005, Your Honor. I was young at that time.
All right, so I'm going to help you break your cycle. And whether or not you completely break it is going to be completely up to you. Because on this planet, time passes whether we are working on ourselves or not. So you're going to have to work on yourself. You understand? And each cause number, I'm going to find you guilty. And cause number 2022 CR 4824, I'm going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 4829. And cause number 2022 CR 4829. I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 4824. There's to be restitution of $4,100 to. And each cause number, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them and did you sign them? And each of the cause numbers, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Also, because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? We can go off the record. Here's what you need to understand. That was an infant in a car being taken away from its mother, not knowing who is this strange person in the car with me. And then you feeding the child, whatever you're feeding the child, you don't know if the child has any allergies or not, you're feeding the child. And then an adult male, an adult human being leaves a child, abandons them to fend for themselves. You don't know if a pedophile could have just been happily walking along and see this child and thinking, oh, wow, lucky me. Anything could have happened to that child. That child could have froze to death. Do you understand?
Not anybody, I most definitely understand, Your Honor.
All right. So what you need to do is when you go to the prison, you need to get your life in order, because if you do not, when you get out, there's going to be another offense. Nothing I can do about that. My hands are tied. The state made you an offer of cap of 8 opposed. I don't think 20 years would have been anything unreasonable for you to have, because you abandoned a child who cannot take care of him or herself. I don't know if you had the child strapped down in a car seat, but what I do know is that child was abandoned to fend for themselves, and anything could have happened. Anything nefarious could have happened with just some stranger walking around. And then you have a mother who's wondering where her child is.
So who left the kid in the car by himself. You're accusing me of
Oh,
everything.
so now it's the mother's fault for leaving a child. Do I think a
In
mother
running
should?
car.
Here's the thing. Yeah, a running car so that somebody who didn't own a vehicle could come up and steal it and take their child.
Thank
Good luck
for the
to you.
ears.